Just because I'm a dumbass, don't mean that you can't be too. So don't be afraid to try this shit in your own home. Hello everybody, welcome to BeamNG's West Coast drag strip, where tonight I'll be hitting the strip in 7 vehicles you would almost never associate with either drag or street racing. We have a trio of turbocharged 4-cylinder pocket rockets and a brand new trio of supercharged Outlaws to show you all tonight. And we'll top it all off by destroying both ends of the channel's records for quarter-mile ET and speed in the wildest bus that you may just have overlooked if you've ever played any BeamNG. Welcome to Beam Outcasts. First car coming out tonight is this nice car, a little one. Known in the game as the Autobella Piccolina. In English, that means nice car, little one. Seriously. This little one weighs just 1,716 pounds and is packing a 1.5 litre F4 air-cooled engine with twin turbos from Turbo Everything mod and makes 779 brake horsepower. To get that power to the ground, we have these meaty-looking 26 by 10 inch grip ball slicks mounted to 15 inch whelp drag rims from the awesome Mio's drag mod. Okay, let's go see what this Piccola Scatola de Merda can do on the strip. We'll be taking on the default drag version of the Gavril Blue Buck, driven by the mostly inept AI. The little one runs a 8.740 at 187 miles per hour. Not a bad run to start things off tonight. The car is fun to drive. You actually need to hang on the gears a little bit before you change them, or the car tries to wheelie or flip. Okay, time to step it up a little bit by going from the little one to an even smaller one. If you need proof that Japan does indeed have a sense of humor, here it is. This is the Abyssu Pigeon pickup truck. In the last video, I took out the very similar, yet even smaller, Ibishu Pigeon, and without the use of any game mods, managed to blow up and crash a lot. But in the end, it did put up a respectable 8.673, 165 mile per hour best. This Talagato no Ichibu as a 1300cc inline 4 doesn't come with any sort of performance parts and is almost twice as heavy as a Widgeon. So in order for this not to suck, I've added a twin turbo kit from Turbo Everything mod to make nearly 1,000 horsepower with the truck weighing just over 1,000 pounds and running on regular street tires. This should be fun. Our opponent for this is the default drag version Bruckel Moonhawk. Here we go. Widgeon running at 8.041 at 190 miles per hour in a losing effort, but a great drag race nonetheless. When you look at our next car, it's easy to see some Subaru WRX or maybe Mitsubishi Lancer influences, and therefore you would probably be most likely to think rallying than drag race. But what happens when you take that car, add a pair of turbochargers from Turbo Everything mod to the already potent 2-liter i4 engine and really turn shit up? You get the 1,795 horsepower Sunburst. Besides the modded engine parts, this car packs some beefy grip-all drag slicks mounted to a full set of whelp racing rims from Mio's drag parts, and the gears get shifted manually through a racing 6-speed sequential shift transmission. I don't know about you, but I love how this car looks, and these manual shift cars are a lot of fun to drive. Our opponent this time around is an unmodded yet heavily tuned Civetta Scintilla, capable of mid-6s in human hands. The AI usually runs mid-7s with it. Let's see how our little rally drag racer compares to a tuned-up Italian supercar. How about a 7.305 at 201 miles per hour? The Sunburst lifting the front end on every gear change and making a great run for what it is. If you're old enough to know what song is on that radio, you probably remember a time when to be a car designer, all you needed was a pencil and a ruler. Yep, I'm talking about the 1980s, when cars were all about boxiness and straight lines. This German-inspired business class ETK K&I Series is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. If we removed the fancy paint and it didn't have a big ass blower popping out of the hood, it would be the most boring looking car on the planet. Lucky for us though, thanks to the supercharged 500 cubic inch V8 engine from Mio's Funny Car engine mod and an assortment of parts from Mio's drag pack, we have 4,849 horsepower to play with and everything we need to ensure the ride is anything but boring. If you've seen any of the Beam Outlaws series videos from this channel here, this car fits right into that class. The record for that series is held by a twin-turbo Gavril Bluebuck at 5.55 seconds. The quickest pass by a supercharged Outlaw is the Brockel Moonhawk's 5.572 seconds. I haven't made nearly as many runs in the I Series yet to be a threat to those numbers, but that's not to say we're not going to see a pass here. .660 at 270 miles per hour for the executive box. A pretty good looking pass for a pretty boring looking car. Welcome to Beam Outlaws. As funny as they are, our second Ibishu of the night proves that Japan can also do cool. This is the Outlaw Ubishu 200BX, and possibly one of the coolest looking cars on the channel in my opinion. With some wide body kit parts, enough rear wing to lift the 747 if it were fitted upside down, big fat grip all tires, to the giant blower sitting atop a 4,849 horsepower V8, this car looks fast as fuck. I know what you're thinking, and yes, I agree, that wing looks awesome. Okay, maybe not, you decide. I will tell you that I'm glad it's available for this car, because it's not attached for cosmetic reasons. It works really well keeping the car sort of planted, less unstable, and almost drivable from half track on. This is another car that will fit into the Beam Outlaw series here, and I'm really quite disappointed I didn't discover it until just while doing this video. Like the I series before it, I don't expect any records to fall on this pass here tonight. I just haven't spent enough time with it yet, but I do think I've gotten enough of the setup in it here to at least show some of its potential. How about a 5.655 at 280 miles per hour and change? That was really a fun ride. The car really carries the front end a long way down track and wants to move around a whole bunch when it isn't. I'm looking forward to doing more with this car in the future. Speaking of future, let's run the calendar forward 25 years or so to the more current time, when car designers have finally tossed their pencils and rulers in the trash in favor of fancy design software capable of creating cars with actual curves to make them look less boring, and stuff with enough electronic driving assist to make actually driving them really boring. Thankfully, we're able to take this less boring looking ETK K Series and stuff it with the same supercharged V8 as the rest of the supercharged Outlaws on this channel, along with all the parts and pieces to make it less boring to actually drive. This car actually made its channel debut a couple weeks ago when it was equipped with paddle tires instead of slicks. If you watch this and Outlaws episode, you may remember seeing it not really perform up to its full potential and getting beat in the first round at the Motorsports Playground Sand Drags. And I'm glad to finally be able to bring it out here tonight and make a good hit with it for you. The K Series runs a 5.682 at 259 miles per hour. Not too bad. As quick as this car runs, it's still a boring drive. It's almost like the front end is gravitationally glued to the earth. No matter what changes I make to the setup, I've never gotten the front tires off the ground yet in this when I wasn't crashing. Okay, time to smash a couple channel records here with a twin-engine rocket-powered city bus. Although a rocket bus is available in BeamNG without using any game mods, that bus will only run in the 10 to 11 second range at around 165 miles per hour. The bus we're going to see tonight uses rockets available from Mio's Drag Parts mod, and if you've never tried or seen those before, you're in for a treat. Before we do that, if you've enjoyed tonight's action, please hit that thumbs up so YouTube will know that this is some pretty good shit. If you're into this sort of stuff, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more and hit that bell so you're notified whenever new shit comes out. If you've done all that already, thank you very much. Your support means a lot. Okay, here comes a bus that would make Super Dave Osborne himself rock hard inside his Saskatchewan sealskin leather Speedos. I'll leave you this week to the sounds of rockets blasting. Thank you very much for watching and drive safe. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.